Anthony Barkley, head professional at the Rotorua Golf Course. Right, today what I'm going to talk about is the pivot motion in the golf swing and how important it is. Now the pivot motion is basically the base of your swing. It's where a lot of your power production comes through. It's similar to a discus throw and how they create those forces to get that discus thrown very, very far. So most golfers don't use their core or their pivot effectively. Okay. Now it does, before we go too far into it, you have to be careful before you do these exercises that your body is capable of doing it. We do not want to cause any back injuries or other problems by doing an aggressive pivot drill. So be aware that take it easy when you first do it, or get some advice before you actually go too hard at it. So the most effective drill for pivot motion is the crisscross drill that I got when I was doing a bit of lead-better training. Now the crisscross drill is basically when you cross your arms like this, okay, hands high up on the shoulders, wings down on your body. Now if you have an even amount of shaft either way, that means you can actually see where your shoulders are pointing as you pivot. So if I tilt out into my golf swing, tilt out, then I'm going to rotate to my right, and I can see where the shaft's pointing. Now ideally in the golf swing you want a 90-degree shoulder turn, but not all of us can get it to there anymore. So we turn to where your body says, yep, I'm happy with that. So don't feel you have to get a full 90-degree shoulder turn, because what you'll do, you'll compensate with another part of your body. So what you have to do is just turn to where your back says, yep, that's far enough, and leave it there. So a turn, my pivot's not as good as it used to be, so turning, I'm pointing the shaft down. Now in transition, which is basically this part here, when we start the process of going forward, what we have is a slight move to the left. It's almost like that left knee gets back to its original position. So we turn it back, left knee back, and then we rotate. Now this end has to point down to the same place where that left side was pointing through. Okay. Now if we do that, then the shoulders are going to be turning perpendicular to the spine, which means basically they're rotating properly. Now the last thing we want to do is turn back here and then turn up here, which a lot of people do, which is called early extension when the backside comes forward. So we want to maintain spine angle, which is the most important angle in the golf swing. Spine angle here, so when you're rotating down, rotating through. Now as you see, I'm actually rotating and turning my hips to target at the same time, okay? So I'm trying to get the hips to turn to target as I'm staying over the ball and rotating. My right foot can come off the ground, and hopefully my right knee can almost kiss the left knee. Now it's important when you're doing this drill that you get all the positions correct every time. Don't just swing the shoulders like this, because what you end up doing, you'll stand up like this and you'll be doing it all wrong, which creates problems. So get the form right every time. So start every time, position, tilt, rotate, rotate. When you're first starting, if you have a back injury or anything like that, be very careful. So take it nice and easy. You might be slowly pointing, slowly pointing. Now the goal is to get that pointing to the same place as on the backswing. Okay? Now when you get a bit more advanced, you get a little bit more aggressive in it, and you want a little bit of a snap of the left hip out of the road. Okay, so that's my most effective drill for improving your pivot. Like I say, take it easy initially and slowly work it into your swing. If you do that religiously or continuously over a period of 2 to 3 months, you'll find that your pivot will improve. 10 minutes a day is what I ask most of my clients to do. 10 minutes a day, you'll find that you'll get some great improvements in your pivot motion. Anthony Barkley, head professional at the Rotorua Golf Course.